It's no secret the holidays will look a little different this year. Believe it or not, holiday heartbreak from social distancing is a real thing. Courtney has more on how to contend with this serious issue.
Yeah, we are joined live with cardiologist Dr. Sinatra with us this morning talking about this whole thing. Dr. Sinatra, we understand that heartbreak is an actual thing, and with this social distancing, people having to be apart from their families and such because of the pandemic, it's just kind of compounding these issues, right?
Of course. I mean, people don't realize it, but when you're in a pandemic like this and you're stuck at home and you know, you don't go to work, or some people do go to work, you're not driving, you're not going to the store, this creates loneliness, and that could lead to panic and depression. And these are negative factors that can literally cause the heart to break, you know, not literally, but figuratively. And I've seen so many cases of heartbreak leading to heart disease. So during this pandemic, we have to be extra careful that we don't develop heart disease because of all the emotional stress that's going on.
Yeah, and you talk about some of this emotional stress, but you say that there's ways that you can kind of counteract some of this with diet.
With I'm sorry, Skype?
With diet, some of the things.
Oh, diet, yeah, absolutely. In other words, if you eat a non-inflammatory diet, in other words, more healthy fats like omega-3 essential fatty acids, which contain DHA, we call it docosahexaenoic acid, but it penetrates the brain, the eyes, and actually the heart. So these essential fatty acids are actually key, especially during an inflammatory pandemic, because they lower the index of inflammation. That's why eating, you know, migratory salmon, fish, you know, smaller fish, DHA fortified foods like nuts and stuff like that, flaxseed, all those things help to ease inflammation, and that's what you really want going forward.
I'm sure a lot of people will be rejoicing to know that you say even dark chocolate can be helpful.
Well, dark chocolate, again, in moderation, because dark chocolate helps to stimulate what we call phenylethylamine, which is the love hormone. In other words, it's the feel-good hormone. So the darker the chocolate, the better. But remember, in this pandemic, we want to keep sugar to a minimum. So if you do dark chocolate, do at least 70 to 80% or more, because this has a high antioxidant polyphenol content.
Yeah.
But you don't want to eat dark chocolate every day, because remember, sugar is the enemy going forward, because sugar can literally stifle our white blood cells and cause, you know, more inflammation going forward.
Well, what about things to make us a little bit more active? A lot of people have been practicing yoga, you know, for meditational purposes, as well as the physical exercise that you get from it. Is this something that can also help with de-stressing and I guess solving some of the heartbreak?
Oh, absolutely. In other words, if people go for walks, well, walking the dog, I think, is one of the best forms of therapy. It's good for the dog. It's good for you. And when that dog looks at you with those eyes of unconditional love, and you take that in, it's awesome, because love heals everything. But you mentioned yoga, Tai Chi, meditation. Any of these activities, remember this: they discharge the hyperactive autonomic nervous system, because people are living in fear, they're living in panic, they're living in anxiety. And whenever you discharge what we call the adrenaline or the noradrenaline response, this helps ease the sympathetic nervous system. It gets us more grounded, and it gets us more in touch with how we're really feeling.
Wow. Dr. Sinatra, to hear you say as a cardiologist that heartbreak can actually be a thing, we definitely need to be paying attention to this a lot more. We thank you so much for your time this morning. We're also going to link some more information to our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info and today's date. You can also get more of Dr. Sinatra's expertise as well. Cody, back over to you.